This video is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. Everyone is talking about AI stocks. NVIDIA, chips, data centers. But the real opportunity might be deeper in the stack. What if the next big AI winner isn't compute, but data? And what if a company most investors are ignoring right now becomes central to how AI actually works? That company is Cohesity, and its IPO might be one of the most important tests for the next phase of AI investing. AI investing is evolving in layers. First came chips, then cloud, then data centers. Now we're entering the next phase, data. Because AI doesn't just need compute. It needs access to enterprise data. Secure, structured, usable data. And that's where things start to get interesting. Every enterprise today is sitting on petabytes of data, most of it unused. The data layer is critical because enterprise data is often fragmented. AI requires secure, real-time access, and backup systems are becoming active parts of infrastructure. AI models are only as good as the data they can access, and most companies can't access their own data efficiently. Cohesity started as a backup company. But today, it's trying to become something very different. A platform that doesn't just store data, but makes it usable for AI. Backup, security, recovery, and now AI-ready data infrastructure, all in one layer. Before, fragmented systems, multiple tools. After, one platform managing everything. Cohesity didn't rush to go public. In fact, it delayed its IPO back in 2021. Instead, it made a bigger move, acquiring the enterprise data protection business of Veritas. That deal transformed the company overnight. Now it's operating at over $1.5 billion in annual recurring revenue and serving more than 12,000 enterprise customers. So now the question becomes valuation. Private markets valued Cohesity around $7 billion. But IPO expectations are much higher, potentially competing with peers in the $15–17 billion range. That gap is where the story gets interesting. Look at recent IPOs. Astera Labs, up nearly 500%. Rubrik, strong steady gains. But here's the pattern. The biggest moves didn't happen on day one. They happened after the market understood the story. Most IPOs don't peak on day one. They move after the story becomes clear. Also remember there are some stocks that went parabolic on the day one. One reason Cohesity is getting attention is its alignment with NVIDIA. The idea is simple. Instead of moving data to AI, bring AI to the data. That solves real enterprise problems, cost, speed, and security. But partnerships alone don't guarantee success. Adoption is what matters. This is where Cohesity's Gaia platform comes in. It turns backup data into something usable. Instead of just storing files, it lets companies query their own data using AI. Think of it as turning archives into a knowledge system. If that works at scale, it changes how enterprises use data. Big acquisitions create big expectations and big risks. Likewise, Cohesity isn't a risk-free story. Integration from the Veritas deal is complex. There's potential debt pressure. And companies like Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure are building their own tools. Execution is everything here. So how should you think about this IPO? Not as a day-one trade, but as a process. First comes hype, then reality, then re-rating. The real question is, does Cohesity become part of the AI infrastructure layer? Or remain just a larger backup company? This IPO isn't just about Cohesity. It's about whether the market is ready to reprice data as a core part of AI. And that answer won't come on day one. It will come over the next few quarters. Visit AIStocksHub.com for detailed reports on emerging AI companies, offering insights into the dynamic world of AI stock investments.